I've had a number of people ask me the same question. Elle, is there a way of speeding up my dopamine production, my receptors, back to what my normal level would be prior to using nasal ingestion of you know what? In other words, is there a way to speed up my recovery by getting my dopamine back to where it should be, my happy neurotransmitter that sends the signal to tell me I should be happy? Well, there is something called the circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is your brain's 24-hour clock. It's located deep in your hypothalamus. Your circadian rhythm regulates the times of hormone release, awake and asleep, your dopamine release. And the circadian rhythm works on light. So that's why it's a clock. It works on light and darkness. And it gets a signal sent through light. And it releases more dopamine in daylight than rather at night, which is when you need dopamine. That's your normal regulatory function of dopamine release. Of course, what happens is when you use nasal ingestion of you know what, you are dysregulating your time, you're dysregulating your circadian rhythm because you're using at night, you're elevating your dopamine at night when your dopamine should be coming down at night, because normally that's how the production would work. So you're completely changing the time. Okay, you're dysregulating your circadian rhythm. So the question is, how can I speed up my dopamine production back to normal once I don't use anymore, once cessation comes into place, once I stop using, okay? And the answer is this: there are some things that you can do that will aid the speeding up of your dopamine releasing system. And they are to be awake more in daylight, to set your alarm, wake up early, to exercise outside, outdoors, it's daylight that you want, to stop using blue light things such as your phone. Let's say you work a 9 to 5 and go to bed at like 10 o'clock, to stop using your phone at like say 7 p.m. in the evening. And these are things to get the scheduling of your circadian rhythm back to normal, because you have dysregulated. And by doing that, you're back into a time zone in your brain that knows when to release dopamine. So it's something that's definitely going to aid. What's that about?